Welcome to the buffet where conversation meets culture, and we do that with a bridge of food. Today on the buffet, we have an artist whose music is powered by purpose. She calls herself a sound nomad. She's also a social innovator whose wisdom is forged through experience, a global citizen and an unstoppable force. From founding NGOs to releasing powerful music that moves bodies and minds, she turns experience into impact. She's none other than Miss Agada.
Thank you, Sana. Thank you.
So nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So in your own words, can you please introduce yourself for the audience?
Yes, I'm Miss Agada. I'm an artist. Creative director. I think I would say a social innovator.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because I'm such a nomad that I pretty much just gravitate in society with what seems the most interesting. Sometimes it's chaos, and sometimes it's the comedy within the chaos,
Yeah.
And I'm just an all-round sound nomad, if I could simplify it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually very complicated, but you said it in simple words.
Yeah.
And I think that's the theme of Miss Agada. You're just doing things that we had a conversation prior to this, and you said some stuff that really stuck with me. Like, I know you've been living in 8 different countries.
Yeah.
And like, would you like to mention which countries you've lived in?
Yes. I was born in Nigeria. Raised in the States, gravitated towards the eastern part of Africa. So I've pretty much been around the eastern part of Africa, except for Djibouti, Uganda, DR, the Congo,
Okay.
And Somalia.
Okay.
And I will say, in that whole experience, the first one that really took me out of my comfort zone culturally was Ethiopia.
Okay.
It's just nothing you've experienced before.
Please elaborate.
It's people with very defined culture and identity.
Mm-hmm.
They know their history.
Mm-hmm.
They know where they stand in the world. They have a tracing to where they came from. In a way, I think it gets a bit complicated and murky when you go deeper.
Okay.
But there's an element of identity that exists in that country. Economically as well, it becomes a bit more complex, because not until recently did Ethiopia try to expand internationally, meaning allowing international waters to actually peddle a little bit with the economic politics as well. And I find that to be very fascinating, because for a country that has had such a long history, to now say, okay, let's play word politics 101 the way everybody else plays it, but we do it our way.
Yeah.
I think it's very unique. They've built their identity enough to be able to do that, and I think that really stands out for me. Food-wise, it's nothing you've had before. There is nothing to relate to it. I remember having my first pasta in Ethiopia, and I've had Italian pasta before. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if the Italians took from the Ethiopians or the Ethiopians took from the Italians, but somebody took from somebody, But the Ethiopian pasta it just has its own identity. The desserts, it's different. The food, the injera, it's something that dates, decades and decades upon decades, and it still exists, and it's home to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So when I hear about countries and cultures that have actually gone the length of trademarking their goods and services, for me, that's a culture that understands what identity politics really means.
Wow.
So that is inspiring for me,
Well, that question I actually wanted to ask later, but you already answered that, and that is so beautiful. So that was something that made an impact on you.
Definitely.
And then you moved to the States, and from the States you moved to...
So it's Nigeria, the States, Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda.
Wow.
Back to Ethiopia, Germany, Norway. Back to Ethiopia, back to Nigeria for a bit, and then Ethiopia, Denmark.
Okay.
So it's.
How did you these are very, very big contrasts.
It is.
Culture-wise, weather-wise, climate,
Yes.
everything, food.
Yes.
Yeah, you're made out of something that I don't know.
I don't know. I've just always wanted to see the world as a kid, and this is coming from a kid who has the 1% story. You know, I didn't grow up in money, but I grew up in wealth and knowledge. I had a dad who was also, I believe, as curious as I was as well, wanting to expand his horizon with the little he had, and I had a mom who, she was a go-getter. You know, when I look back now, I'm like, this woman, if I retrace my hustle spirit, it's definitely to her, because she could touch anything and she turns it into gold. And growing up and starting to identify some of the strengths that your parents have, you start to realize, hey, I have no excuse. If these two could stick to the focus, which is making sure that their kids break certain chains and create the environment for that, I have no excuse.
Nah,
I really don't.
actually, that's so inspiring. That's so inspiring. I think maybe it's the younger generation. We have a lot of mental blocks and a lot of, I don't know, maybe we prejudge some things, or we're just very scared.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
It's such an insane world we live in now, and everything is just blurring together, and it's just hard to tell what from what.
Yeah.
So it does become very scary in today's world, you know. So I get the fear.
But you're very courageous for actually just going out there and just being YOLO.
You know what I mean? That's it. You just do it. What's the worst that could happen? You meet, let's say you meet bandits. You either die there or you survive there and you move to the next place.
Yeah.
It's extreme, and it sounds so simple, but it's also very complex in the way that it's the way your mind sees the world as well. It's to be able to accept the things of the world and navigate yourself in the things of the world as well.
Wow. Yeah.
And all of these things don't come pretty. You will meet very horrible experiences, and the ones that make you get inspired to want to do something new, and the ones that makes you want to quit. But then again, you make that crossroad and you make that decision. So that's usually the path, I think, that people tend to, maybe not people, but some people tend to get stuck in that crossroad, and then they just turn back, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But what kept you going?
I mean, it's just, sometimes you just know the purpose, and sometimes the purpose doesn't need to be too loud. You just do the work, you know. So I think that's it. Little me was very annoyingly curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Annoyingly curious. There's no such thing.
Oh gosh.
No.
Have you met those kids who just ask the most ridiculous questions? You see adults just chilling, and then you just come and you go, you said this the last time, you know, what did you mean by this? And but you said this and now you're saying this. I also did that with pastors in church when I went to church as a kid, because I realized that as a kid growing up in church, there was so much preaching and praising, and it felt good. But at the same time, there were certain dynamics I saw in the church that didn't equate to the words that were being preached. And again, this is from a kid's eye, so I just had questions. So when I say annoyingly curious, that was me.
Yeah. I think I say this because I'm a social educator and work with kids sometimes. And curiosity is one of the biggest things that we can like really keep and preserve.
I agree.
As a value, because I think it's the laziness of the grown-ups, or they don't like the accountability. They don't have the knowledge, and that's why they don't want to answer. Or it becomes like this annoying kid who's asking questions, but that's like insightfulness in a kid, if you ask me, and not being able to stop yourself because they're just fascinated by things that are so legit, you know. It's just grown-ups are so used to these things and concepts, and they've created them and became so comfortable in those concepts that they don't even know how to ask the right questions anymore. Life becomes so dull. For me, this is just what I think. So that's why I said there is no such thing as maybe
you know, at the time, because you just described it right. So a grown-up who's in a box, and this kid who is just not even knowing the concept behind the questions, just asking these questions, and this grown-up is just like, no, I've grown up in this box, and that's what it is, and that's what it is. But in the chaos of it all, I think it helps to just have that one person. It doesn't have to be your dad or mom. It could be somebody outside of the scope that you can at least look at and go, if this person is doing it. And for me, it was a man, to be honest.
Okay.
I think I was blessed to have gotten inspired from one of my uncles who was an engineer.
Wow.
And I loved his curiosity on architecture. I remember going up to him and saying, I want to be an architect. And he says, I think you can do more than that. I didn't understand it then. And then he said, yeah, but I don't think you want to be in a industry that is predominantly male and not very creative. I think you can do more. Then I go to my mom, I want to be a lawyer. Then my mom tells me, my mom, I swear to God, she's gonna watch this and laugh, but she told me, yeah, but lawyers get buried, face down when they lie. They lie a lot, so maybe something else. Okay, I want to be a pilot. Yeah, but you're my first daughter. I don't want the plane to crash, mind you. You have to understand these were times when there's so many plane crashes. Yeah. So I get where she was coming from, and that the topic you talked about fear is grown-ups also subconsciously pass down that fear to the next generation. Yes. And that's the sucky part. That's the part that makes you get stuck as a grown-up, finding your identity and realizing maybe it's just easy to sit in your comfort box.
Yeah. I do understand the concerns of our parents, but we also have to challenge them.
Absolutely.
Because they know and they've experienced world in one era, and that era had some certain circumstances, right?
Yeah.
And time changes. And we're like, the younger generations are the first ones to experience that, and then we have to give it backwards.
Absolutely.
To our parents.
Accountability is not funny.
It's like my dad has really, he's traveled the world. He's been everywhere. He's lived also in a few countries for a longer period of time. But if I go, he's like, no, don't go. You're gonna get kidnapped and this and that.
He's seen shit. He said, forgive my French, but he's. I will try not to speak too much cursive here. But he's seen a lot.
Yeah.
But,
maybe it comes from that.
Yeah.
But I know also that in these countries, you took some initiatives to change certain things, and I know that you have had an NGO called Prime Basement.
Yeah.
And the Meat Initiative that maybe derived from that.
Yeah.
Please tell us about that.
So a big part of my interest is making sure that people reach their potential or identify their potential in a way. Whether or not you're from the middle class or the upper class or the lower class, everybody has purpose. And when I think it was 2013, I was laying on the couch and I just slept off. And I think it came off as a dream to me, maybe, because there are so many university students who graduate and they don't find jobs that they actually enjoy, or that the system has been created in a way where it limits creativity. But let's be very honest, creativity is what makes the money come. Whether or not, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, and I think the ones up would also agree to this, because whether or not it's black money you're making or white money you're making, it all takes creativity to keep it going. And that for me was why I created Prime Basement, because a lot of it was bringing the youngins who want to find jobs, but also make it sort of easier for them to get those internship opportunities. I had social activists who wanted to work for NGOs and build their own. I had university lecturers who, once you pitched the idea to them, they said, yeah, let's go. And it was very humbling for me to see people who were way older than me interested in the concept. And that's how Prime Basement started. And then, we took it into, okay, there's so many of these projects, guys. Let's focus on something. What can we influence silently? We started writing. We started touching up on the 1%er who had stories, who became entrepreneurs, who became ambassadors, the ones who had ideas and visions, who wanted to put it into life, and then we would take those ideas and visions and pitch it to companies. So it's not just us saying, hey, we have this great person who can work for you. It's, we have this person, this is their vision, can you work with them? It's not the other way around.
Okay.
And that's how I've always seen employment, that's how I've always seen opportunities. For example, with Saima, when I followed your portfolio a bit online, I said, can she work with me? But in essence, for me, it's can I work with you? Because even with the conversations we had, you have so much depth. And it's so important for me to come to this table with authenticity as well. And that's the whole thing about Prime Basement. It's just linking authenticity with opportunity.
Wow.
That's it.
That's what actually the show really stands for. It's authenticity behind the art, behind the person, behind the reason why we do stuff, like the real reason. And I think everybody's story is so unique. And for me, it's really a pleasure to have you here because
Thank you.
You have this very fresh perspective on things. And the way you approach it is also like something that I haven't really heard before in this way. So I thought it would be amazing to inspire others, like with your story. Okay, so I wanted to ask you a couple of questions before we have the food. Today I'm actually going to bring in the food a little bit.
I'm excited for the food, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the food, let's go. Let's go.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
I think just some quick questions. I think I know the answer for this one, but when did you realize that you saw the world differently?
Yeah, I saw the world differently as a kid when I had so many questions and nobody was answering those questions. I'm like, I know I'm not crazy because I'm seeing these things happen, but nobody is answering them. So I think that's why I developed that. I wouldn't call it a bug. It was just me. I wanted to see the world and have those answers for myself. And I will say a lot of those answers I have, but those answers, having them also creates more curiosity. And for me, a lot of it is also, what inspires people to make the decisions they make in any given society?
Yes.
Regardless of the resources, it doesn't matter if you're from Switzerland or Jamaica or from Haiti. You know? What inspires you to make the daily decisions you make? And be it in pain or in glory, how does it impact the people around you? How does it impact the economy? How does it impact politics? I remember when I was in Kenya, and one of the projects I had to manage then was in an NGO with 300 kids. And you know, I remember being there with other volunteers, and some of them saw pity, but I saw a lot of potential. I don't like when people work with pity. I think it's the most mediocre way of seeing humanity.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're not looking for sympathy, but empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But that's because you're a very, very strong woman. And I think that curiosity, you've not changed that from being who you were as a kid until now. I think really you're the same authentic person. It seems like it.
Yeah, thank you.
As if I've known her since.
Like I know you since when you were 4, you know.
No, it's because I think I can mirror myself in a lot of the things that you just said. Because I didn't ask the questions. It didn't really come out of my mouth, but I asked the questions and I really sought the answers. And I think that kind of insight is very important for people who are creative. And that's my next point. You are also an amazing artist.
Thank you.
So let's just hear a little bit about that before we get to the food all the way.
Okay. Yes.
I can smell it. It smells so good.
It smells really good. It actually does. Yeah, the artist in me is the one who loves to create sounds. My ears are just very I just pick up sounds. It doesn't matter if it's the lady in the kitchen who's and then all of a sudden I pick something to sample with that sound and the story behind it. And the way I see sound, and let's start with music. It's very much in 7 different layers. It's in how it makes me feel. It's in what it's saying to me. It's what it might say to others, you know. And there's so many layers to that as well. And for me, I come from a music background where music is not just popcorn. It leaves an imprint in you.
Yeah.
So for me, it's super important that when I create music, I'm able to tell that story, but in my own way, to exemplify that complexity that I see in the world, but also the comedy that's in between it. Because I'll give you a concept. There are lots of social activists who want to fight the power. it's easy to say you want to fight the power,
Yeah.
but you need to understand what cause you're fighting for.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Yeah. You need to expand a little bit. Elaborate, please.
The complexity of that is, you know, you wake up one morning, you don't like injustice, and you're like, I need to fight injustice.
Mm-hmm.
But what is injustice?
Yeah. What is injustice?
And when is it bias and when is it not?
Mm-hmm.
And if you were put in a situation where you had to make the decision,
Mm-hmm.
would you be educated enough to make the right decision?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it just goes down to, again, it sounds very complex, but there's a bit of comedy in there.
Yeah.
But then there are also the people who do the work, and
Yeah.
they do it silently. And to be honest, most of the greatest leaders I've met are the silent leaders,
Mm-hmm.
because they tend to be the observers in the room.
Mm.
And while
I see.
everybody is going, and I'm sure you've also observed it as well, while everybody is loud with the noise, they're the ones paying attention to what actually needs to be done, who needs to be spoken to,
Yeah.
where does the message need to land,
Yes.
where does the input need to come from.
Yeah.
Um,
So it becomes less propaganda from
yes.
both sides and actually more pragmatic
Mhm.
approach
Yes.
towards things.
yes,
So you have real hands-on experience
exactly.
with things. Like I had a conversation, you know, sometimes people call from random places and sometimes it's NGOs, it's UNICEF or whatever. And I had a beautiful conversation with a girl who called to get me to subscribe. And she wanted to talk about the situation in Pakistan, although
Okay.
they don't cover that area, I think.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, I feel bad for what's going on and what's been going on and this and that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, a lot has to do with the people in power, yes, but the people in general needs also to become more powerful and have much more accountability towards the decisions that they're making every single day, saying yes to be in a certain environment all the time. So she was like, oh, well, but you guys and this and that. I was like, no, I actually don't see us as somebody you should pity, but exactly somebody, maybe she couldn't hold me accountable,
No.
but I need to hold myself accountable for the classism or the prejudice that people have
Absolutely.
towards each other. So even in a community, people are judging each other for, you know, you don't have this or that, or you look a certain way. So how can we even start to break down on a bigger picture, on a global scale, the inequalities, the imbalances? We don't even do it in our own countries.
No, we don't.
Sometimes even in our own homes, you know. So it's, for me, it starts from there.
It does.
So,
It does. But it goes back to what you said earlier. When adults grow up in boxes, it's hard for them to move out of it.
yeah. That's why,
Right?
going back to something else,
Yeah.
curiosity
Yes.
must never die.
It must never die. Well, that's preach on that. That's
Thank you
preach
so
on-
much
preach
for
on
this.
that.
I mean, I think this conversation is inspiring me at a level that I need to write about it.
Yeah, I'm inspired too, just hearing you. It's beautiful. Yeah.
I think Billy's beautiful. And you know
Yeah.
what is also beautiful?
Tell me.
Lebanese food.
Preach on that. The flavoring is just, oh, you had me just at Lebanese food earlier, you know, so I'm definitely down to try.
I called this place
Yeah.
called Mahale.
Okay.
Shout out to them. Amazing flavor. And I was like, I'm having this very dope person over, and we wanted to try something that is culturally different from where I come from and where you come from. And as I could see on your map of places you've been living, you hadn't been to the Middle East.
I have not, and so I'm just putting this out there. If we've got investors, you know, who want to sponsor the trip, I would gladly travel throughout the Middle East. There's so many countries I want to go to.
Yeah.
There's so many.
You're gonna manifest that.
I want to get lost in the world. Do you understand what that is? I just want to sip in it and just take it all in.
Wow.
And then at 90 whatever, 100 whatever, hopefully, when I'm, you know, saying peace to the earth, it's like, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. And you've seen the contrast too. Let's talk about all of the contrast, also the cuisines from the different countries that you've lived in,
Yeah.
tastes
Yeah.
over the meal.
Okay.
So let me just bring that in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back. In front of us is a lot of delicious food. I don't even know where to start. But this food is from the Lebanese restaurant called Mahale. And I'm just gonna guess what the different things are. I think this is a tabbouleh salad. This is falafel. I
Yeah.
think they're cheese rolls.
Oh.
And then you have hummus, a very big plate of hummus too, with garlic bread.
Nice.
And we have some potatoes and a salad which is filled with, I think, oranges, bitter orange, lemon, and mint. So, Miss Agada, please,
Yeah.
please.
Okay,
have a taste.
I love rolls. I love rolls. It's one of my favorite.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
And
Cheers.
cheers. I'll give it a.
Let's do it. All right.
We have to rate it, I think.
Why did I feel so home with this? It's just so rested, you know.
I'm glad. I'm also putting my feet up now.
You know, yeah. So comfortable. This is nice. This is really good. It's very easy.
It's been standing there for 30 minutes, so I think it's a little bit cold now, but taste is very good.
I like it.
Does it remind you of anything from somewhere you've lived?
It doesn't,
It doesn't.
and I like that. I like that.
Okay.
Something I really appreciate about Lebanese cuisine is how it just looks beautiful, like the culture.
Yeah.
And it's full. You've got protein, you've got vitamins, you've got everything just plated, and it's very common in a Lebanese table to have that. So that's pretty cool. I love the colors.
Colors are amazing.
I love the colors.
Food from Nigeria. I've never had food from Nigeria.
Okay.
Only
so I owe
maybe
you.
something, from the restaurants here that are serving, I think Sasa has something from that.
Sasa, yes.
Sasa?
I really like Sasa's present in Denmark. They've mastered the art of fusion, especially within West Africa, you know. So they've done that successfully without losing too much of the taste. So I will definitely give them credit for that.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah?
And I think maybe jollof rice or something.
Yes, that's a staple. That's a staple that will always have a competition. I don't think that competition is ending anytime soon.
It's not.
It's not. And I mean, Nigerians are very proud of their jollof rice, and there's always this war between Ghana and Nigeria. I love my Ghanaians. I do. I really love you guys. But, I'm a stick to Nigerian jollof. It's just something about the flavor. It just makes you feel like you're in a party, and the energy is just, it just fits. If you ever go to Nigeria, I would encourage you to go to Lagos.
Okay.
Lagos, I would say it's good, bad, it's ugly.
Okay.
There's so much energy in Lagos,
Uh-huh.
and jollof rice just exemplifies that energy in Lagos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Ghana though.
Okay, fine. It's a nice country, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful country.
I've been to Ghana and I've had Ghanaian food. I tried the jollof rice there.
Okay.
It was very good.
Okay.
I've tried fufu and
Nice. Yeah.
some of their fish and all that. It's
Okay.
so good.
Okay.
But I would love to go to Nigeria. I was just always
Lovely.
I always told that if I go to Nigeria I should bring a man with me.
Oh my gosh. Listen. In 2026, go to Nigeria and have a good time as a female. Just go
Good.
and have a good time.
I'm gonna go to Nigeria.
And speak up. Let me tell you something interesting about Nigerian men. Nigerian men love opinionated women.
Okay.
They have opinionated mothers. So that's something they tend to, and I say they, I'm making such a generalized statement, but I think today's Nigerian man appreciates an opinionated woman, a woman who has an identity. So I think you would enjoy it, and you would see a totally different. It's chaotically beautiful. Let me put it simple that way. Yeah, that's how I would define it.
You
Yeah.
can make anything sound beautiful.
I mean, the world is too complex. You can't just go in and start scaring people. So you just have to play it as is.
You're absolutely right. Even going back to my own country, like Pakistan, a lot of people will say, no, don't go because this and that. But I would go, and I would travel through Pakistan, actually. Although,
if that's the case, I mean, we would never go anywhere. I remember when I was making the decision to move to Denmark, and a lot of what I was told was, although some of them were true, I'm not lying about it, but don't go there. I don't think you would span creatively. It's a very monotonous society. There's a lot of racism. There's a lot of isms. And to be honest, if you tell me as a female, having traveled the way I've traveled, and you tell me racism, that is not the thing that's not going to make me travel to a place. That's the last thing that's going to make me not. It's not a priority on the list. So all the what ifs, you kind of fight around it, because if the locals can navigate it, why can't you?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Right?
Yeah, you have racism in every country.
Everywhere. It's I see racism as a factor. If we want to get more political about it, it's pretty much just it's one of the dangling factors that you use to confuse the system. That's how I see it. And if you are someone who embodies that personality, I know I don't have to take you seriously, because it's like, dude.
Yeah.
It's math, dude. Like.
Yeah.
It comes down to logic.
It does actually. I think it's sad that it's in some areas it's worse, but I also think it's about how you handle it.
Absolutely.
We're gonna talk too much and not eat.
No, you and I. It's not. It's a good combination, but we're gonna talk forever. Ooh.
I'm gonna try a little bit of this tabule.
Okay.
And while I do that, please, Miss Agada, tell us about your new song and your artistry in general. I want to know much more about that.
Okay. So I just released a song called Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a pop song. When I started writing that song, it started off very dark. Lots of very grime lyrics. I wanted to really show the red pill approach, like the darkness in the world and the anxiety in the world and the negative things that are happening in the world, and the way I see those negative things is in a way that would scare people. So I said, okay, I want to create a pop song people can relate to, whether or not you're 1 year old or you're 69, and I want you to move to this song without thinking about the lyrics, and then later on when you get curious and you read the lyrics, you're like, okay. So Crazy for me is just it's a sanity pill.
Okay.
I remember, finalizing that song and thinking to myself, I'm Nigerian. A lot of Nigerians don't listen to like Western inspired pop. And I'm going into this market with this song. How are they going to receive it? But then I thought to myself, hey, I listen to this song and it's not just dancing. It's that I feel genuine relief on my shoulders. So I just want to put it out there. And thankfully, every feedback I've received is just, I feel so happy when I hear this song, and I go, thank God, because that's what it was there for. Okay. It's just to take you away from that one slight moment you want to lose your can I?
Yeah. Okay.
It's a sanity pill. It's the song you listen to before you lose it. And it will make you realize how I think anger is a feeling. Anger should be acknowledged. But we also need something that can stop us from making that one final decision that's going to make us lose it all. And that's what Crazy is.
Oh, okay. I listened to it yesterday.
Okay.
And I listened to it the day it came out.
Okay.
And I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics.
Good.
Yet.
Good.
Because I was just like, this sound universe is so dope. Because you're singing in a very soulful way, but it's this dance
exactly.
It's a pop dance song. And I was like, wow, this mixture is so dope. So I think that was the first and second time that was the soundscape that was most appealing to me to begin with, and I know that there's depth in your lyrics, so I have to study them. But maybe you can tell us about your favorite part of that song.
My favorite part, not to make it too serious, godly guys, I'm sorry, but it's there's a part of it that goes, red pills and blue pills, here all the kids are taking it, where have we gone wrong, it all seems so deadly.
Wow.
And that is our reality today. You can barely identify what is real and what is not, because the chaos has become so loud that we are in it and we cannot detach. We cannot get out of the box enough to oversee what's going on. And that is what Crazy is. Whether or not it's in your family where you have trauma or don't have trauma, or whether or not it's the little kid in school who's getting bullied, it's hard for you to, as a kid, imagine yourself being bullied. It's either you identify with the bully or you stay bullied. Yeah. Or you hopefully have a parent who can create some magic, So it's little concepts like that to the politician who has to make the hardest decision whether or not, and then it gets a bit darker, whether or not I want to kill one child on camera or whether I want to kill 50 people, in the bush. The world is nuts that way. And for me, crazy again is just that sanity pill. Or you're at work at 3 p.m. and somebody pisses you off on a Zoom call, and the next thing you want to go is, and it's like, okay, no, don't, just press play. Just press play and just, be there and just hold your shit
together.
That's what it is. It's a sanity pill.
Wow. And you can dance to it.
Exactly. Just let it all out. And we know that dance, for me, dance is so spiritual. I want my songs to be, it is, my essence is spirituality. I'm not so much a religious person, but my essence is spirituality because that's something we all have.
Yes.
Everyone has a center. Not all of us understand our center, but everyone has a center. And in that center, that's where you find peace. And I want to be able to help us identify with that center. When you hear my music, I need you to identify that center with yourself. Yeah.
I listened to your song called Space.
Yeah.
And I was blown away.
Thank
With
you.
everything in it, it was so interesting for me. And I also want you to talk about that, if that's okay, because it made a special impact on me.
Thank you.
But before we go,
Oh my God! Yes, I know. Okay.
This is so good.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. First of all, the pomegranates is already there, so I'm sold.
It
sold.
is so good.
Okay.
The flavors is so good, yeah. I mean, they can make anything taste so flavorful. I think it's.
I love the flavor combination as well.
Exactly. It's tomatoes.
This is something you can make at home, really, It's very nice.
It's so fresh.
Just throw pomegranates in everything. Just everything. It don't matter. Pizza, pineapple juice. Okay, maybe not. Pineapple juice, even just throw it in.
I like pineapple on my pizza.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I might have questions, but I don't hate you,
Try the falafel.
Oh.
This is a must. Like, you need to try falafel.
Yeah? By the way, okay, just a predominantly curious question. Where does falafel originate? Is there a place where it originated from?
I think it's gonna start a debate with several Middle Eastern countries.
Okay.
It comes originally, from Egypt. They say that falafel comes from Egypt.
They say just a free disclaimer out there. I like that.
Yeah, somebody told me it's from Egypt, but
You're
cannot know.
probably gonna have some Turkish person come out to you and be like, by the way. It's like the Gambians with Nigerians. Like, you guys are claiming jollof rice. It's from us. I'm like, we know, but right?
It's the same thing with jollof rice. Where does it originate from?
I think we need to give it to the Gambians. When you think about the history of how the borders were created, I want to say Senegambian because they both share heritage. But I will give it to the Gambians. Also, the way they make it is super traditional, and they have those elements that you would find that has been sort of broken down in other cultures. So, yeah.
This is so good, by the way. The falafel. Do you like it?
I like it.
What else? Thank you. You want to taste the falafel? Please come and have some.
This is good.
So good.
I'm trying so hard not to go hard on the food, by the way. Just so you know, I'm just trying to keep it cute, keep it classy, But this is really good.
Everybody does that, but after we stop filming, they're like, "Oh, I need."
And then they go in. It's so good. I love it.
It is really good.
You don't get bored with the flavor. No.
This is really, really, really good falafel. I think falafel sometimes can get a little bit too dry.
Yeah.
But this is very moist, very soft, and crunchy on the surface. Yeah. I love it. Very good, Mahale. This is, for me, the best falafel I've had. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys hear that? You know where to go for the best falafel in town. Come on now, make it happen. I'm just saying.
Mahale for sure.
I love that. Mahale for sure. I love the name as well. Mahale sounds very peaceful. Mahale.
I don't know what it means, but I need to research what it means actually.
Yeah.
If you guys know what it means, please comment in the comment section.
I love that.
Enlighten us, please.
Yes, please.
And then some potatoes. I think we should, you know.
I have been looking at that potato actually.
Let's give it a try.
I have. So, tell me, your heritage.
My heritage.
What is it about your heritage that you appreciate the most?
I think the beauty and the nuances in our language. First of all, it's made of 5 other languages, I think.
Okay, that's already
Persian,
cool.
Turkish, Arabic, English, etc. It's impossible to actually express the same things in Danish or English. The things that you can express in Urdu or Arabic, for that sake. So I think my language is what I'm mostly, drawn to and proud of, and would like to actually learn much more.
And what is your language?
Urdu.
Good. I wanted you to say it. I wanted you to say it. Also because I fell in love with Urdu the first time I heard it. I lived with a Pakistani couple once.
Okay.
They had a beautiful daughter named Zinish. She's such an adorable little girl.
Okay.
And you know, she always came to my room and drags me out. She's like, "Now we're gonna dress up." I mean, it was cute, but the mom was not a great fan of it because that was like 5 different dresses she had to wash during the weekend that she didn't need to, you know. So, and I remember hearing the language for the first time, and it's so peaceful. And it's beautiful.
If you speak it properly.
Yeah.
If you go to street, it sounds terrible.
Well, that's probably you judging it, but to me, with my ears, I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I am that quote unquote weird person who would lean in if I hear a different language just to identify what it is, especially when it sounds very pretty.
It is very pretty.
It
I
is a
love
pretty
Urdu.
language. It is.
But like, you've lived in 8 countries. Do you know the language of all of these countries?
I can navigate my way through it.
Really? Also German?
No, German. I will say I did take my first favorite curse word from Germany.
Okay.
It's Scheiße.
Scheiße.
Yeah. That's my favorite. Ask anybody, they will tell you that.
German is a very hard language, I think. Also Danish is the
Compared to Danish, come on now.
Yeah, do you know a little bit Danish now?
Yeah, my lip.
Malin. How long have you actually lived here now?
I would say consistently about 3 years.
Okay.
But prior to that, I've also been moving around because of work. But yeah, I think in total 5-6 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's also a long time.
It's a long time. Do not ask me to use Danish in a court. You will not make it out of there. You're going straight to jail. Straight to jail. Okay, yeah. Did she do? Yeah. I cannot defend you in court.
That
Not even as a
so
witness.
funny.
That's the saddest thing, you know.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I don't blame you. It's a very hard language to learn.
It is. The hardest language I think I've had to forcibly learn is Amarunya from Ethiopia, Amharic.
Okay.
And I remember my first 2 weeks in Ethiopia. Honestly, I wanted to turn around. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Really?
Everything was just so different. And when you're coming, you know, from, let's say, when you're born in Nigeria, where lots of people have opinions and they're very opinionated people, and they're not scared to have opinions about the government or scared to have opinions about culture or have conversations, direct, heated conversations sometimes that don't necessarily turn into violence. You're used to that freedom of expression. And then you go to a country where there's a lot of fear for the government. And there's a lot of religiosity over spirituality.
I see. Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
That to me, I would say, was my first culture shock. And then, of course, when I went to order Coca-Cola at a shop and I go, sorry, do you have Coke? And then everybody, like, I remember that so well. There was a guy who was laying on the table and he just got up, you know, and somebody else in there was like, what the, you know? I was like, did I say something wrong, you know? And they go, Coca, that's how you say it here, Coca. So that was my first lesson. Don't say Coke in Ethiopia. No, you would automatically be categorized as that person. You don't want that.
So hilarious.
Yeah, that's it. So language is interesting, but you learn it by the need, I think. I'm not a big fan of judging people on language, because language is also it's a personal experience. And if you are a migrant, I don't like to use the term immigrant so much because I think it's been used the wrong way so much. If you're a migrant who move around the world, it's also a decision. Oftentimes they say, yeah, you need to learn the language to know the culture. No, not really. All you need to do is observe the people to know the culture. That's what it is. People define culture.
It's
Habits,
so
behaviors, systems define culture.
so true.
So oftentimes it's
I think you understand a bit of the mentality through language, and that's why I'm saying it's so hard to express the same things in Danish, because there is no concept for those kind of levels of love, and there's so much in Urdu that is so hard to explain in Danish or even in English, to be honest with you.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
And it comes from one of the richest languages in the world, like Arabic. I think you have 12 million words in Arabic.
Wow.
I think it's the largest language in the world.
You know, I have a bias on that. Not a bias personally for the world. It's how we've gone to learning English, but a lot of us don't learn Arabic. But Arabic is spoken by a lot of people. Or how Mandarin, for example, is spoken by a lot of people, but people prioritize Spanish and French. It's not to say these languages are not important. It's also for us to, as a society, ask these questions, not out of hate, but out of curiosity. And when you ask these questions out of curiosity, then you start to understand how the economy and politics works.
That is interesting. I'm a foodie. Right now, I'm in food heaven. This is so good. You like the halloumi?
I do. I like halloumi.
Wow, it's good. But you guys need to taste the halloumi too. I'm so surprised because I've been to Mahale. I just don't remember it being so good.
It's
so
really good. I really like it. I don't think you'll get bored with the flavor. I keep talking about flavor. It's such a big deal. So imagine that you asked a question earlier about navigating culture. Food is also a thing, right? You leave Ethiopia where you have all these, and you will experience this beautiful food as well in Ethiopia with all of these delicacies with different flavors.
Yeah.
And then you go to Germany, which, by the way, I don't think we give Germany credit for the kind of cuisines they have, because compared to Denmark, I love my Danish people. I promise you, I have my favorite Danish, meal as well. But Germany tends to have more variety from what I've actually seen. And I would encourage more Danes, travel to Germany. I know it's your neighboring country and it's but travel and just experience the culture. It's a neighboring country. You don't have to go too far to verify curiosity. And I will tell you, the Germans of 2026 are quite different. Yeah. I
see. Like, what is your favorite Danish meal and German meal?
Oof. Okay. I gotta say this one because I'm very proud of it. I have one Danish meal that I like. So it's there's smørbrød.
Yeah.
Which is quick, nice, quick to make. And then there is the open sandwich, the one with the fillet and the shrimp and it's sort of smørbrød but like maximized.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
Those
I
two.
make a killer open sandwich.
Okay.
So next time you come,
yeah,
I'm gonna make that for you.
How about the next time I see you, I'll make you a Nigerian dish.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
I'll bring a Pakistani dish then.
Okay.
You have to come visit me just for the food.
I'm down for that.
You've had Pakistani food?
I would not say no. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to understand, Ramadan season is my favorite time to live with Pakistani people. And I'm putting that out there right now, okay? Oh, the salad. Oh, and the yogurt. Oh my.
Yeah.
Look at me getting excited for Ramadan food. Okay, I'm done. This is so bad. But yeah, I have a little ounce of like food guilt because I'm not a big foodie. But when it comes to specific types of food.
So you enjoy spicy food?
I do.
Nigerian food is also spicy, right?
It is. And if you're going to Nigeria, just a disclaimer. When a Yoruba person tells you that they want to cook for you, you have to tell them.
Yeah.
as little pepper as possible, and you have to give them the little, and maybe you even have to take a paper and show them as little as possible, because the Yorubas, I love the Yorubas. If you're an Indian and you think you do pepper,
okay, I see.
you've not been there. It's a journey.
I actually could imagine that. And why? Because I went to synagogue twice, and I was like, yeah, I love spicy food. But when I actually had it, I was about to die. It's so... I love Senegalese food, but it's so spicy.
It is.
But I love the culture, though.
It's the flavor, right? If the spice is not just a spice, if it's not just spice and it's flavorful, it makes it fun and enjoyable, but also torturing. It's so weird. It's the dynamic of it all, you know. I had a Danish friend who said, I don't get why people just torture themselves. I'm like, you wouldn't understand, you know. It's just, at this point, it's just collective trauma that we sit in, but it's like, it's amazing, you know. It tastes good.
Yeah, it is good.
Why
Okay,
not?
so I'm gonna tell the next Nigerian person that I go locally to visit
Yeah.
that please just give me this amount of chili or pepper.
How are you with the spicy food? Do you go all out, or do you?
I love spicy food.
Okay,
I prefer
fine.
spicy food.
Just ask if they're a Yoruba person. I love my Yorubas. Yorubas are one of the most intelligent people that I know, without doubt. Very much business oriented economically. There's so much to say.
Okay.
But your pepper, hey, whew. I even see I had to tap into that Nigerian accent there. I was like, no, you can't. You just no, you no, no. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I know now what to do when I go to Nigeria. I'm gonna call you before I go though.
I got you.
Please have some more food.
Yes.
So going back to your music,
Yeah.
especially Space. Please tell me what inspired you to make that song.
When I wrote Space, I was in a very vulnerable place. I was at a point where there was so much changing in my life. Relationship was changing, career decisions were changing, personal growth decisions were changing, and it became so overwhelming that you realize the person I used to be before, who could navigate this really quickly, somehow has taken a back seat, and the person who's there right now is just a shell.
Okay.
And for me, Space was a song I needed to write to heal. That song took a long time to write, because each time I wrote a line, it sounded good, but it wasn't giving the feeling that I felt. And the hardest line for me to sing in Space was the line that said, "This weight we carry cuts through the bones. I can't find myself. I can't find myself not with you." And just the image of you trying to climb a mountain and carrying, weights, it does cut into your shoulders, and it does make you want to give up, and it does. But sometimes you gotta say, "Hey, I'm the one fucking." Excuse my French. I'm the one, I'm self-sabotaging because of this weight that I've chosen to carry subconsciously. So at some point you gotta let it go. So it is a journey. It starts off very chaotic. It's sort of similar with Crazy. But I think as more songs come, that's a common theme you will find in a lot of my songs. It's the decisions we make, the emotions we overcome, oftentimes starts off with mild chaos. Sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it's subconscious. For Space, it started off very unsettling. And then you get to the peak where you're at the mountain, and then you find balance, and then you let go of the weight. And then you just accept it's scary where the world is going, need to find me beyond the, and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you are in the chaos, but now you know yourself enough, and you have the soul, you have the center, and now you can navigate yourself. It's also about accepting that the world is chaotic.
That's beautiful. I remember we talked about healing. Healing is not beautiful at all.
No.
And that's also like I write songs myself, and oftentimes I actually know after I've written the song what I actually felt in the situation that I was in. Because my first reaction is like I freeze, I go in shock mode. So that's how I actually learned to navigate in my feelings, is by writing about them. And what I find very interesting in your songwriting is that you actually just say it as it is, but it doesn't sound like the way you sing it doesn't sound like it's heavy or something. It just for me it's very important Also, because we have a responsibility, I feel, as artists, to let the world know that it's not always a very glorious thing to do the art, to tap into those emotions. Because you have to mirror yourself.
You have to.
In the shadows.
Yes.
In the deepest valleys of the shadows.
There were multiple times I broke down in tears writing that song in the studio. Recording and just breaking down. And I was very blessed to have had a producer who... I work with a producer who respects the art. He is my co-producer, Espen Estwanhel. Incredible, brilliant producer. Respects the craft, respect the artist, respect the journey. And it was just so nice to have someone who also recognized the journey and went through the journey with me. So that was, I think that to me just did it in that space, because it wasn't just creating a great song or recording a song, it was also feeling like this song I'm creating is very heavy. And to have somebody in the room identify with that as well, just, it made it inspiring to continue.
Espen is amazing. Maybe shout out to Espen.
Shout out to Espen. Shout out.
You made some amazing songs with Miss Agada. It's really, really good. I think you're very lucky to actually work with him, because
absolutely
he's made some of the best tracks.
He has
hip-hop tracks also in Denmark.
He has. I say brilliant, because I've met with a lot of producers, and again, going back to my roots as a Nigerian, I come from Nigeria, where the culture of music is it's your everyday. Spirituality is your everyday. Of course, we have the religiosity part of it, but spirituality is your everyday, and the music in itself, the culture of rehearsing, that's something I miss in Denmark when it comes to music. The culture of sitting in it, being vulnerable in the process of creating is something I miss in Denmark. The culture of not forcing yourself not to use substance to create is something I miss in Denmark. So coming already from that Nigerian culture of music, I think it's sort of an advantage for me. And then meeting Espen, who matches that energy as well. To me, it's like, okay, let's do it. And when I hear his works with, LOC and, Jesper Jogan and all of these guys, as much as they are very different identities, even Barbara Moleko, these are different identities with stories and complexities like myself, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what the universe is doing, but there's a reason you and I gravitated towards each other with music. So
100%.
So let's do it.
I think that's something that I would really want to highlight for the people also, because everybody's into music now, everybody's into dancing, and I think it's amazing. But I think the authenticity and the work it takes to live the art, to really live it as you just describe it, be vulnerable or be in it for the journey too. Because that journey doesn't stop there. When you put it out in the world, that's another part of the journey, right?
It is. It really is.
I think it's beautiful. Actually, you should come. I have a small studio right there behind you.
I like that.
And I do music, but I'm not like putting it out there as if I want. It's something I do to heal. It's not something I do to be a musician.
So it's your canvas, pretty much.
Yes.
You respect your center, and that's why you do it. I applaud that. That's beautiful.
A lot. I don't care if 2 people listen to it or 2 million. Doesn't matter to me. It's just important that whatever inspiration came, that it gets a voice. And I see myself sometimes just the vessel of that,
I like that.
So I would love to have a session with you just to explore a little
I would be honored to be in your session, Simon. I would be honored. Absolutely.
And you talk a lot about spirituality. I'm very spiritual myself. I'm also religious, but I would say I'm more spiritual than I'm religious.
I respect that.
There's a very thin line between being visionary and crazy.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. We can touch on that.
I made a small challenge.
Okay.
So this segment is a rapid fire round.
Okay.
And I built it around the concept crazy or courageous.
Oh God, okay.
So I'm gonna say some lines and you can only answer crazy or courageous.
Okay, this is fun.
And then you can
fun as well. A bit nervous, but let's go.
No. I don't think you should be nervous.
Okay.
Actually, just say what comes to you.
Got it.
Leaving security to build your own NGO.
Courageous.
Courageous.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would say that too.
Yeah.
Because if you said crazy, I would be like, then you're crazy.
Yeah.
And you're not. You're one of the sanest persons I've met, I think. Yeah.
She's like, we don't have to go into that.
I will later.
That's all right.
Next line is, speaking truth even when it costs you.
Oof. That's definitely courageous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Absolutely.
Loving someone who isn't ready.
Ooh, it takes a lot of courage. I'm tempted to say crazy because there's a lot you lose in the process, or depending on how you see it. But it is courageous depending on how long it's gonna take. It's also courageous to walk out as well. Just saying. So just gonna put that out there. Yeah.
No, I mean, I started by saying this. There's a thin line between crazy and courageous, right?
Absolutely.
And these are the beautiful nuances of life.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is refusing to complain.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Sorry about that, but that is self-sabotage. That is nuts. You like stress. You want to get wrinkled fast. You don't like peace. No, you don't like peace.
So you want to complain?
It depends.
Yeah.
If the complaint is constructive, because I like constructive feedback. I think it does more than just complaining for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a complainer as such. I tend to give. That's the thing about the annoying kid, is that they see 10 steps ahead, and when you tell them it's impossible, they tell you, but this is how you do it, and then they give you steps, and now you feel stupid. But then that was not the intent to begin with. And I'm sure we all have friends like that who just appear overly smart, but they're not overly smart. That's just how they see the world.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
I think you're the friend in that crowd.
Oh, scheiße. You just had to say it. But yeah.
Yeah, you
put
are.
me out there like that.
I'm the friend in that crowd.
There you go. I like that. I will give you a high five for that. Nothing wrong with that.
People hate me for it.
No, not a lot of people like authenticity, you know.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of people when I started on that journey.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was hard because I was also angry about some things, and I did also complain. All right, we'll just move on to the next line, which is reinventing yourself publicly.
Phew. I would say definitely courageous.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready for what's coming. Oof.
Yes.
Definitely courageous.
Yes. Isn't that
Definitely.
what we actually do as artists?
Yeah.
Somehow we reinvent ourselves publicly.
Yeah. I do like my privacy though. I probably shouldn't put that on camera, but I like my privacy.
Yeah.
I don't want you to come too close to me, not because I don't respect the person who admires the art, but I also myself need to separate myself from the art a lot of times. So I don't want you to get disappointed when you meet me and I'm not all about the art.
Yeah.
I'm also human behind that. So I like to separate the art from the person, and I think we have to do that sometimes. It's not to say that when I do something tomorrow, then you go, no, it's the artist. No, it's me who did it.
Yeah.
Hashtag R. Kelly. But just putting that out there. But I think it's courageous. It's courageous. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you should reinvent yourself privately before you put yourself out there.
Absolutely.
If you do it the other way around, you might go crazy.
Yeah, and we've seen that unfortunately a lot, right?
Yeah.
So if you respect yourself enough, like you do with your center, you will do the in work inside, and then when you take it out, whatever comes in, you're prepared, or at least you're aware. Yeah.
That's the most important thing, I think, awareness. Having this objective view on yourself somehow.
Absolutely.
As you can. Okay, we have more challenges for you if you're up for it.
You and I just keep getting lost in the conversation.
So if you could give some of these dishes a personality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a personality trait.
How about a name and a personality trait?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spice it up.
Okay, that's Dora. She likes to explore. You can take her and put it everywhere. That's Jerry. You know, he likes it simple, classy, looks good. The everyday guy, you know exactly what to expect from him.
Wow.
That's Alan. Alan is, the guy who wears the blue shirts. Pretty basic, but like he does the job. You know what he's there for. He's a computer guy.
Wow.
He's very useful.
Very useful.
I want to call her Aisha.
Okay.
There's a lot of, and that's my favorite Arabic name, by the way.
Wow.
She's beautiful. She's flavorful, but not savory. She gives you she touches your palate in the most sensual way, and she's healthy as well. So.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And the potatoes.
See, that one is tricky. I was gonna say Patrick. Because you can find Patrick everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is the leader?
Dora's the leader. We know Dora's the leader. She calls the shots. She's special. Dora gives you the experience. You can of course go ahead and experience everybody else, but Dora makes you feel special. And without her, it's like, oh, something's missing.
Yeah, without the bread,
right?
Absolutely, because you've had a lot of Pakistani food. You cannot eat it without the chapati, the roti.
Exactly. In East Africa, it's a chapati.
Chapati,
yeah.
So true. And we do actually share a lot of common spices with a lot of African countries.
Yes.
So yeah. You've lived in different countries. If you had to describe, I'm just gonna ask you 5 different things.
Okay.
You choose the country, and I ask the question.
Okay. Kenya.
Kenya. The dating culture in 5 words.
Oh, scheiße. Money, courting, I will give them that, definitely. Music, lots of clubbing, dancing, going out there. Beauty, beautiful people. Yeah.
Wow. Please choose the next country.
Nigeria.
The leadership style in that country.
Oh, wow. That question is loaded, okay? Leadership style. I wouldn't say democratic. Definitely not. Yeah, I think I'm also trying to understand it. Because it's a mix between authoritarian and... I mean, we have the F word that we don't use all the time.
Okay.
And it's not very common in Nigeria either to use.
Okay.
But I think that's how I see it, at least. Yeah.
The next country you choose?
Oh, Denmark.
Denmark, okay. The music vibe of Denmark.
Oh, no. Can I plead the fifth on this one or no? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, man.
You want to change the country?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's do that. Germany. Let's go for Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the music vibe in Germany.
It has an identity. Yes, Germany has, especially within the hip hop scene, they have a very strong hip hop identity, and I think it's really cool. I didn't expect that experience in Germany, but I like that they have that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that they do.
I'm gonna go to Germany now for the music.
Have you been to Berlin?
Yeah, I have.
I know everybody talks about Berlin, but aside from Berlin, you go to Frankfurt, it's the same. You find the hip hop underground very, very much culture based, and I think that's very cool.
Okay. Another fun thing that I think we should do is complete the sentence. I have 4 sentences for you. First one is, power is
corrupt.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Activism without ego is
Vulnerability.
Music heals because
It's the wind to the soul.
It's the wind to the soul. Wow, that's beautiful. That's actually very beautiful. The future belongs to
those who want it.
Those who want it.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's also very beautiful. I'm so curious right now. Could you want to go into maybe one of your songs, maybe sing a line that means something to you?
Okay, I do have this song called Headbanger.
Yes.
Right? And Headbanger is a hip hop rap song, and I wrote that song out of just feeling like fuck this shit, Oh my gosh, forgive my French. we all get, we all have those moments, especially as migrants, where things get very tough. You don't even need to be a migrant to have those moments. It's in those tough moments where you have to remind yourself that the enemy is not the external, the enemy is within. It says pressure makes the real ones shine. Mama said move smart, Papa kept the steel in mind. If I take a loss, I'ma double up in time. Money dance in my vein, leave a trail while I climb,
Wow. Yeah. That's deep. That's really hard. Okay. I need to see you perform live, man. Your energy is
Let's do it.
really beautiful.
Let's do it.
Wow. Okay, so I would love to just keep on going and going and going, but we do have a time limit.
And you have such a mesmerizing voice as well. I feel like we can all just fall asleep in this room, It's beautiful.
You're beautiful, and thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you.
a pleasure to have you, but before we end, I would love for you to say some words about what's the future like for your music, what can we expect?
Yeah.
And also some words of advice for the youngins.
For sure. With my music, I'm really looking forward to collaborating with artists and writers and creative directors, visual artists even, dancers, photographers. I'm looking for the creatives who want to take the risk, because I'm a wild card, and I will tell you that. I've accepted it. So if you want to dive into a world where you are okay with taking risks creatively, I want to work with you. So for me, it's just about working with those who are as curious as I am. It's not about a competition of the external. It's just about getting the message out there, because I believe that we're in a time where we need soul. It's not just soul music.
No.
We need music that's going to remind us of our center. So whether or not you're singing about gang violence or police brutality or love, we need that essence. And I need people who have that essence, who are curious to find that essence to work with, because I'm building a family of artists, and I want to create a money bank. So my future in music is building that money bank and working with those who also want to create that. Yeah.
Wow, you're so inspiring. Like,
thank you.
Every time you just talk about money, I'm like, okay, I need to manifest that energy. I need some.
Get it out. I love it. Get it out there. It's coming.
Really, yeah. And I'm just now getting more and more educated on what energy actually is and how we can manifest certain things and achieve certain things. So money is definitely on my list.
Nice. Manifest it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All the right energy as well. All the right energy. Yeah.
Okay. And advice for young artists.
Yes. For young artists, allow yourself to be vulnerable. Accept the pain. Accept love. Sit in it. Allow yourself to be curious. Don't think you know it all. Don't think the world is against you. It's far much more complex, and sometimes even more simple than that. So just respect your process, because if you don't respect your process, it'll only matter like this and it would just go away. So respect the calling, respect the art, especially for those who have purpose, because not every artist has a purpose. But if you know you got a purpose, you got to also learn to respect it. That means when you step in that studio, throw away that ego. Don't let it follow you into that studio space, because when you leave that studio, you leave with the same ego you came with. Go into that studio being as vulnerable as you can, as open as you can, and understand that the room, if you want to have people in there, just make sure it's people who are for you, which means that they're not yes people. So as you respect your journey, just respect the people who also come along with you, because if you want it to be a long career, you gotta be willing to work for it. So respect the process. Do rehearsals a lot. Rehearse. I know, substances and music, sometimes they go hand in hand, but I also believe that they don't have to.
Exactly.
If you can create music where people don't need to drink to listen to, you've won something. So just remember that. Yeah.
It takes a certain amount of self-mastery, I think.
It does.
That point.
It really does, yeah.
And you seem like you're there.
I'm always learning.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's a journey.
It's so exciting to follow your journey, actually.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
I hate to call people upcoming artists, like upcoming where and to what you are an artist. Maybe it's in the commercial scene or whatever, but that doesn't really mean anything. I think the underground and then being, you know, acknowledged for that is sometimes much more valuable than. Not saying that you shouldn't be on billboards. You should definitely be on billboards.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
I know the radio played your song.
They did. I was so excited. Oh my goodness, that was so cool to hear the song on the radio and have them send the videos too. That was so sweet. And just genuine appreciation for the song. It warms my heart because I mean it. I want that song. That song is a relief. It is a sanity relief. And to see people as young as 4 to someone as old as 79, that to me is a win, because we all carry stuff on our shoulders. So that is very nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I also think it deserved airtime, much more than that.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I think that they're gonna get inspired. Like other radio stations is gonna get inspired.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna blast your song also.
Oh, thank you.
And really go and listen to Miss Agada's song called Crazy. And Headbangers also. I listened to it. I'm like, what can you not do?
Hey, yeah, you're asking curious questions now. But thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, maybe for another time we can go in depth with.
Are you kidding me? Like you DJ, you produce, you write.
Yeah.
I respect that. When DJs give me criticism about my music, I feel like I respect it so much more, because you're exposed to so many, timestamps and BPMs and mixing and transitions, and you are in it. You're in the sauce. So when it comes from a DJ, whether or not it's positive, and it's been mostly positive criticism, even if it's to say, maybe you can tweak here, or maybe you can, I trust it, because those are the ones in the sauce. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
One thing I have to say, today, autotune is being overly used, like misused.
Yeah.
I didn't notice any corrections in your songs. It's like your clean vocals, and that is so refreshing that I can actually hear your vocals.
Yeah, I don't use autotune.
Amazing.
For now, I'm not saying never, but I might do a bit of a Lil Wayne and a bit of inspired by, because I really respect T-Pain so much. T-Pain started off. He's the autotune. I'm sure there was somebody before him, but to me, he was the autotune god in pop music. And when I heard T-Pain's voice, that's when I knew, that's a true musician. Because he can sing his ass off. Woo, that man can sing. But the fact that he built his career on autotune, mastered it, created an art for it, put it in a box, gave it an identity. Yeah, that's an entrepreneur.
I also I like autotune as an effect, and not as a, if people don't actually know how to sing, and then you save the vocals by applying that, then I think it's a little bit, people won't enjoy the live shows.
That's usually the risk, right?
No hate at all, but I just, like you said, practicing is so essential for the art, and also for self-mastery.
Absolutely.
To come back to that.
Absolutely.
But it was very refreshing, and I'd love to also hear your vocals on an autotune.
Thank you.
But that was just something I really wanted to say.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Simon.
I'm excited for the future and for your future too.
Thank you.
And you guys, please go follow Miss Agada on every social platform, because I think she would appreciate it, but she also deserves it. And please go follow the buffet, subscribe to our channel, because without that, we cannot grow.
And follow the buffet just because it's cool. I mean, look at this stuff. Come on now. Cool food, cool people, cool colleagues, cool team as well. You're missing out if you don't follow the buffet.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my team. You guys are amazing. And a major shout out to Mahale once more. The food is amazing. So if you haven't tried it yet, please go visit Mahale. This is from the branch on Ama, and it's so good.
It's delicious.
All right. Thank you so much. And
thank you for having me. This was very refreshing. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you.
Okay, bye.